All right, here we go. Just keeping my eyes out to see if there's, like, you can still see some ties here as the spur kind of comes back into the line. Just keep my eyes out. You can see more ties over there. Just keeping my eyes out to see if I see a flanger sign. So one of the interesting things you'll see about here, so again, mid-May, the leaves are just coming out. You can see everything's got this limey green color to it. You'll notice all of these sort of solitary trees that are standing up here. So this area was burned by a major forest fire 25 years ago. I don't remember the name of the fire. They always give them fires. The fires they always give them names. But basically everything that you can see here is all new forest growth. And so this fire was quite massive. It threatened the community of Beardmore, which again is just to the east of us. And they actually had to evacuate the community. One of the big problems was the fire started, and thanks to Francis for this information, the fire started right at the beginning of May. And they had a heck of a time. Sorry, the black flies are out and they crawl inside my helmet, and then they crawl in between my helmet and my head. The fire started at the beginning of May, and the lakes hadn't opened up yet. So they had a heck of a time fighting it, because the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, their water bombers didn't have anywhere to land to scoop water because all the lakes were frozen. And so you're going to see remnants of this fire all the way along. So again, this is all just new 25-year growth, and you can see, you're going to see lots of jack pines, but you're going to see tons of poplars. So these are all poplars. You could see some trees that weren't burnt in the fire. So you can see all of these odd couple of trees sticking up above the rest, right? So they have 25 years of extra growth on all the other ones. I never did find out if any damage was done to the railway line. There's no, excuse me, there's no bridges in this area. So, you know, I don't know if there was anything that was done to this line. Oh my God, the palace is brutal. Okay, I'm gonna zip you ahead a little bit here. Just enjoy the beauty of spring here in northwestern Ontario in Greenstone. And we're gonna hold up in a bit because we've got a little point of interest. All right, just to break up the monotony here a little bit, so you can see we're passing through a beautiful cut here. You can see some of the new jack pines that are growing up. Unfortunately, one of the issues you have when there's a forest fire is the stuff that is normally here. So all the jack pines and mostly the stuff that they're looking to cut doesn't grow up fast. It's all the other stuff. It's the birch and the poplar. And so that's what ends up sort of reforesting the area. You can see here there's lots of birch. And here you can see the encroachment of the vegetation and the grade. You can see all these alders and things that are growing over. The jack pine aren't too bad because they're straight, but you can see the alders tip over. You can see the remains of a telegraph pole there. Just Dominion 42s left on there. All the good stuff's been stripped. Again, not a stitch of wind. Oh, and yesterday was so crazy windy. Use a little breeze right now. All right, so we've got a point of interest coming up here. So one of the neat things, if you watch the videos, you watch the series here, basically all the way from Jellicoe, even before Jellicoe, all the way here, lots of little logging operations all along the railway grade, particularly here in the Blackwater River Valley. So here you can see my marker here. I think this is it here. You can see this thing right here. Let me get my notes out. Oh, you probably can see on the camera the black flies flying around. All right, what do we got here? So milepost 27, we've got a 7-car spur connected to the west, belonging to Northern Wood Preservers, and this was here from 1942 to 1943, so right in the middle of World War II. And then we've got another one coming up just up ahead. Hopefully my water lasts. Whew. So again, let's take a look. I'm positive that this is the spur here, right? Because you can see it branches off and then it comes into the grade right here. So this has got to be it here. I marked that. Did I mark that? Yep, I marked it. Alrighty. Yeah, so you can see it comes into the grade. So what do we connect it at the west? So that makes total sense. We have a culvert here. I don't think I have a mileage on there. Doesn't seem like the culvert's working very well. In any case, it's very dry. We haven't had, it seems like it rains every couple of days, but we don't really get rain. Like we get these showers and you get a few millimeters of rain. It doesn't really do much. So we've had a pretty, and this has been, you know, like this started last spring. So we had a late snow melt last year because we didn't get out to the second week of May last year, and we've been doing hikes since April this year. Didn't have a lot of snow in the winter, so not a lot of rain last year, not a lot of rain in the fall, not a lot of snow, and then not a lot of rain this spring. And so everything's kind of dry. So we're coming up on a big, huge embankment here. So again, being in this river valley, you get lots of these little tributaries that are flowing off into the Blackwater. So this is a modern metal culvert. Do I have a mileage on this? You can hear the Blackwater running in the background. So I don't have the modern mileage. I have 27.1 something. So that would have been 76.8 something. All right, let's go up to this. Whew. We got another point here. Well, let's go up to there and then we'll pause. So the river is just beside us, and then eventually what happens is we break away from it and the river continues to run to the west, towards Lake Nipigon, and we kind of veer off to the southwest. All right, so around here somewhere we have another point. I made a marker here. You can see kind of this open area here, right? So we got all this open area right here. So this would have been, let me pull out my notes because otherwise I don't remember everything. Whew. Okay, so what was here? Milepost 27.2, we had a flag stop from 1942 to 1946. No idea what was here unless it was for that logging operation there, but let's flash something up here.